What time is it? Oh my God, it's 3 a.m. Your heart's racing, your chest feels tight, your breathing feels shallow, and your mind just won't stop spinning. You can feel like that you've got something seriously wrong with you. But in most cases, your body isn't failing you. It's your nervous system that has, flipped the switch and it's gone into survival mode. The only trouble is, your nervous system doesn't know what time it is. So it's gone into survival mode at the completely wrong time. Hi, I'm Cheryl and I'm the creator of the Heart to Heal method, a framework for emotional regulation, anxiety recovery and nervous system support. I work with people who, look calm and capable during the day, or spruced, but experience intense anxiety, panic or overwhelm at night. Often professionals and high performers under real sustained pressure. And this is something I understand both clinically and personally. One of the most common things that I hear is, I wake up in a panic and I don't understand why my body reacts like this. In this video, I'll explain what actually happens in your nervous system at 3 a.m, why it feels so physical, and what helps to bring your body back into safety. At night time, our nervous system becomes a lot more sensitive. And the reasons for that is because there's fewer distractions. There's less external things going on around us. You've got more internal awareness. So the brain shifts into scanning mode. And if you've been under a lot of stress, even if you've been holding it all together, your system continues to process that load once things start to go quiet. And sometimes in that processing, it'll show up as, physical, you'll feel it physically. And you'll feel like, oh, I just feel like crap. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go to work tomorrow because I feel awful. And this is because, it's not that you're unsafe, but your body is competing stress cycles from what's gone on earlier in that day. And this is not a psychological overreaction. It's a physiological regulation that hasn't quite finished. It's a bit like unplugging your phone before it's actually fully charged. And what it tends to show up as, as I said before, your heart might be racing. You might feel a bit of tightness in your chest or your throat. You might have, a knotted belly, or you might feel a little bit sick. You might notice that your breathing is quite shallow and quite rapid. You might also notice that you feel really restless and agitated, and you have this overwhelming sense of feeling trapped inside your own body. That's the physical side of it. Now, the mental side of it can sound like, the voice is saying to you, something's wrong. I can't calm down. This is getting worse. I can't handle this. And what tends to escalate, it's not the sensations itself, but the interpretation of the danger that your body thinks that you're in. The nervous system responds to meanings just as much as it does to the sensation. So if you're attaching a meaning to something, then your body will respond to that. When this happens repeatedly, the body begins to anticipate it. So even waking up at night time becomes a trigger in itself, because your body's then thinking, this is the time I need to be awake, this is what I need to be doing. And then it starts to create loops. So it could be that you wake up, you then notice the sensations in your body. Your body then says, oh my God, I'm in danger, I'm having a heart attack, or something's wrong, can't breathe. Your nervous system then activates this even further, so it makes it feel, all these sensations start feeling intensified. And then over time, this can affect your sleep confidence and your sleep quality. And that creates anticipatory anxiety. So you start then to think, what if it happens again tonight? And this is how a psychological response becomes a learned pattern and a learned behaviour. Now, the goal here, right, is not to be fighting the body. Don't want you to get your boxing gloves on and be fighting the body. It's to retrain how the nervous system interprets what it's actually feeling. In my work through the Heart to Heal method, this often involves helping people to understand, the physiology of panics and panic when you're panicking about things. We reduce fear-based interpretations of sensations. So when you do feel like your heart's racing, you're not thinking straight away of a heart attack. You also think about regulating the nervous system through grounding techniques and processing underlying stress that hasn't been released or dealt with. And then we rebuild a sense of internal safety over time. When this starts to shift, people will often notice that they have fewer 3 a.m. panic spikes. They'll notice that they, have reduced physical intensity of symptoms. They have improved sleep quality. They have less fear when waking up at night, and they have a greater trust in their own body again. If by listening to this video that you found that this is actually you, then take a moment to reflect. When your body, reacts at night, what story do you immediately tell yourself about it? Because quite often it's not the sensation that creates the fear, it's the meaning that you've attached to that sensation that creates that fear. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, then please subscribe and follow for more content on emotional resilience, anxiety, panic regulation, and sustainable high performance. You'll also find my weekly newsletter, Permission to Pause, and my monthly newsletter, Inner Compass, for deeper reflections. And if you'd like to explore working with me, details are available in the description below. Take care, and I shall see you on the next video. Bye for now.